Hello everyone, welcome to another live stream hosted by me, Mr. Philly, and today we are making one of my most favorite hearty burgers. We're making a Juicy Lucy. Well, a variation of a Juicy Lucy. Cream cheese stuffed burgers, basically, unless you want to call it that. um, I always thought like a Juicy Lucy basically is the cheese stuffed inside the burger, and I'm a sucker for burgers, and Juicy Lucy's are one of my top five. So anyway, all right, let's get started. So to make the cream cheese mixture, we're gonna start with one jalapeno, and this is a small one because we're only making like two burgers right now. So tonight, all right, so we're gonna start by cutting the top off. All right, de-seeding that too. There we go. Cut the top off. Hello, muddy good. All right, now we're gonna cut that in half. Hello. Let's grab a spoon. All right, so you're just gonna take your spoon when you're de-seeding a jalapeno, and just do like so. There we go. Oh, nothing. I am making Juicy Lucy's. Thanks for asking. And we're gonna do the same thing with the other side. Let's go do that. Just get the seeds out. And be careful when you're de-seeding a jalapeno. Sometimes the seeds can burn, So be very careful. Yes. Basically a cheeseburger stuffed with cheese or cream cheese or whatever you like that is cheese-based filled. All right, so we're going to take our seeds and we're going to throw those out, discard those. Now we have left our jalapenos. I'm from Philadelphia, PA. All right, so now how's that for some nice knife skills? Put that aside. Alright, so now that we got them cut up there in like French fries style form, now we're going to put them all together. Actually, we're going to put a few of them together, just to stack them on top of each other. Because we want these chopped, actually. That's going to go for our cream cheese filling. Hey, Brandon, how you doing? I sure can see you. Can you see me? Alright, now we're going to chop. That is a beautiful chop. That is the best chop I've done in months, and I've been practicing for a very long time. Wow, I am very satisfied. They look like dice. That is amazing. How you doing, Eddie? I thought you were taking a week off there, Brandon, because of holidays. Making Juicy Lucy burgers. Well, I mean, I'm using like a cream cheese filled. I guess you would call that, because it's still like a cheese-based filling a burger, and that's because I love hearty filling burgers. I love juicy, like thick burgers. All right, little troll child, you're gonna get banned if you continuously keep talking like that. right. I love how thinly I chopped that. Wow, that is really good. My chef classes are really paying off. I mean, look how thin that is. Wow, that was really good. I'm really impressed. All right, so we're gonna add that to our bowl for our cream cheese mixture. I am making Silas Smith. I've seen you before. It's been a minute. Making Juicy Lucy burgers. You know, basically burgers stuffed with whatever cheese-based mix you have. And we're making a cream cheese mixture tonight. All right, we're gonna add that there. There we go. All right, now we're gonna take that bowl over here. We already added some shredded cheddar to that, and next, I think one of the last few items that we're gonna add is some cream cheese. Now, for this, we're only making 2 burgers, so 4 ounces of cream cheese is really good. So we're just using a third because you know it's gonna be pretty filling, and you know I think I made some small burgers, so small burger patties. There we go. Get that in there. All right. All right, and lastly, we're gonna add some bacon. And I've looked at a lot of recipes, you know, cheese, cream cheese, bacon bits, or, you know, bacon slices and jalapenos is pretty much the way to go when it comes to like a cream cheese filled burger or a Juicy Lucy type, you know. Oh, that's pretty close, Jalapeno popper burger. I had one of those and I made a video about that a few days ago, so. Hello, Krishy. How you doing? So Brandon. All right, now we're gonna add our bacon bits. You know, I cheated a little bit. You know, I mean, a lot of recipes, you know, wanted to ask for specific real bacon, but you know, we're in a hurry tonight, so we're just gonna use some bacon bits. All right, so we're gonna give that a mix. All right. I got another mixing spatula I'm going to grab here in a moment. Glad to see you too. Yeah, I can definitely see you. Hello, Leela, Lainey, how you doing? I thought you were gone. I haven't seen you in a few. Yes, exactly. I don't know if you like that, but I really love thick burgers. You know, a lot of people don't like that, but you know, I mean, the thicker the better. You know, the way I feel, the way I judge a burger is like, you know, it should be like 20% bread, and then you know 10% the top of the like lettuce, tomato, onion, and cheese, and then the rest like 80% should be like the burger. That's mostly what you're tasting because I think that's the base of the flavor. So yeah, you know you get a good meat base, and then you have good bread, and then you have a basically yeah good toppings like lettuce, cheese, tomato. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, most of the flavor should come from the burger and what's inside the burger and how well it's seasoned. Basically, that's how I feel about. I wouldn't mind, and I really wish, we had Third Dimension on YouTube someday. All right, let me go get a mixture. Mixer. Or 4 Dimension, wherever it is. Absolutely. So, Brandon, did you have a good Thanksgiving? I'm sorry. Well, thanks for trying to watch. Well, thanks for the time you spent, at least. I appreciate that. That sucks. Try being a YouTuber. Your phone's always about to die, especially when you're, you know, posting live videos. Really sucks the life out of you. Mm. All right. We got that mixed up pretty good so far. Whoop. All right, we're gonna put that aside here really quick. 40 turkeys. Oh my gosh. Wow. All right, so now, give me a moment. Oh, before we do that, all right, we're gonna take our buns here, and then we're gonna put some butter on top of those, and we're gonna toast those. I know, when you really want to toast a burger bun, you're supposed to throw it right on top of the pan that you're frying it in. That's the more not traditional. What's the word I'm looking for? I can't remember. I don't know what word I'm looking for. That's how most YouTubers, you know, or most cooks, you know, toast up their buns. I just throw it right on the pan. But, you know, we're on the tick right now, so I'm just going to throw these in the toaster after I spread some butter on top of them. Wow. Is that the, crap. Should I ask this? Is that the video you showed me? Is that where you work? Wow. Because that was a cool video. I'm really, really happy that you showed me that. That was really cool. All right. Let me throw some of these in the toaster. All right. Cheers, everybody. You guys want a cheap light lager? Colt 45 is really good. I mean, I think I would consider it right below a Pabst Blue Ribbon. It's okay, but you know, Pabst Blue Ribbon would win over this one. But yeah, Colt 45 not bad actually. $6. I mean, under $7 for a 6-pack. Can't complain. Cheers. Thank you. Whoop. So, you know, I really don't get it. I don't know if it's just YouTube or what, but I don't know. Maybe this is just, I feel bad. This is just me kind of venting. You know, I had some 170 subscribers, but then in the last 2 days I lost 5 of them. But then, you know, that's happened before. Like I had like up to 70 subscribers, and then 2 days later I lost 5 of them. And then a couple days later I had like 4 more. So I don't know if there's a glitch in YouTube or if it's just like people who subscribe and then they just randomly unsubscribe. There's probably both, but I don't know. I was just really annoyed how I just lost 10 subscribers. I don't know if there's a glitch in the app or what. I mean, I don't know. I kind of get your hopes down or anything, but you know, you gotta, you can't really let that get to you. You know, it happens. You know, you lose some and you win some. You just randomly get some. You know, I was really surprised in the first few weeks when I first became a YouTuber. Well, thank you very much, Brandon. You're awesome too. It's nice meeting you, and we need to do an interview sometime soon. Love talking to somebody who loves to cook. Oh, I hope so. I don't even think I'm that great, but thank you very much. Where was I? Oh, give me a moment. I don't know. I guess it gets your hopes down sometimes. You know, when you lose subscribers and then a couple of days later you just randomly gain a few. But yeah, when I first became a YouTuber, you know, I was really surprised too, and I had like 4 or 5 videos posted, and this was like after weeks of my first few videos that I posted. You know, I was gaining subscribers almost every day. I was in shock, at least one subscriber a day. So yeah, it's funny. You actually, depending on what you do, I mean, obviously cooking is really popular, but you know, I mean, considering what I was told by other YouTubers, it's very competitive, which it is. But apparently, it's a very catchy, lively, lovely, loving. Content that that YouTubers do. So it is a very loved content, but like but yeah, I was really surprised that like, you know, I gained more and more followers, you know, the first several videos that I posted, you know. But I guess that also means that your content is really catchy and your content is doing really well. But yeah, it's really interesting. But then when you gain a lot of content, when you gain a lot of followers, then you start losing a few. It's a really interesting back and forth thing. But you know, sometimes you know you get in your head. You know, I lose a few. You know, and it gets you down and all. Can't let that get you down. So yeah, sometimes you'll lose a bunch and then you'll gain like more than you expect in one night. So yeah, and sometimes you'll just gain one. Absolutely. All right, let me toast a few of these. Yes, I butter the bread. Yes, like you're supposed to for burgers. Toast your bread with some butter, of course. That is the backbone for bread, and when you're making a burger, of course, yes. But I mean, a lot of cooks and you know a lot of YouTube shows that I watch, you know, they throw the bread right into the pan. So yeah, but I mean, one of the things is like my pan gets really hot and you know my oven gets really hot, and that's the thing, you can't really you know predict an electric oven. And you know a lot of chefs and restaurants don't use electric ovens because of this reason, because you can control the flame when you're using a gas oven. They usually use gas on ovens or induction stoves or whatever because you can control it better. But you know electric, you know, you just kind of have to test it out, and it's very trial and error. So yeah, sometimes they get really really hot, and a lot of times it's really easy to over toast my buns. So yeah, I've made a taco before. I made quite a few. Opinion on what? Which one are you referring to, Brandon? All right, so we got well, we got one more. Like to cook? Well, that is a great question. Oh my goodness. Do I like to cook? Well, I love that question. That is a very good question. Is the Pope Catholic? Do I like to cook? Yes. Yes, I would. I would actually really appreciate that because it's pretty interesting and it's a really phenomenal strange battle actually. Oh yeah, you're fine. Well, I appreciate it though. Yeah, sorry, it's hard to keep up. You know, you do the best you can, really. But yes, do I like to cook? If that's the question you're asking, if the Pope is Catholic, then yes, I like to cook. Finally, somebody asked a question that really, really coagulates what I do. All right, we got all our buns toasted up here. All right, we're gonna put those aside. Let's play over here. All right, now, if you guys give me a second. Oh, you have to go. Well, it's nice seeing you again. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I have to oh crap. I have to readjust you guys so I can focus, so I can get you guys' focus on the pan. All right, give me a moment. I have to mute you guys for a second so I can readjust here. There we go. That's a really good angle. Oh, it's very difficult to get that angle sometimes, but all right. All right, give me a second. You know, I mean, it sucks. You know, I really hate, you know, sometimes starting my putting my pan on low heat sometimes because it gets really, really hot sometimes, and that's the thing. You know, electric ovens are very unpredictable. So I just turned it off, and a lot of, you know, I did look at a lot of other YouTubers who use electric stoves, you know, who cook. Actually, one of the ways to do it is turn it off and, you know, get the heat lower and then turn it back on. So you're trying to find that really right type of heat. So yeah, so I'm just gonna turn it off for a second because a lot of times it gets really hot. So give me a few. Oh, before I do that, I can switch you. Probably gonna have to switch you. Whoop, that's not what I meant to do. Switch you guys around here for a second. Readjust our burgers. Brandon, did you take off? All right. Oh, that's great. Thank you so much. About 24 minutes. All right. Really? You know, I've actually talked to other YouTubers too. Well, other smaller time YouTubers, and some of them actually tell me that like they have multiple channels and they just wait to see which channel actually booms. So I don't know if that's what you're saying, like, or have another device. Oh, so like together. So basically, you can, you know, put them together, these two accounts or whatever, or multiple accounts that you have, and then like do an overview or something. We'll have to talk about this on a live. It's going over my head. I'm sorry. Oh, I would love to. That is a dream someday. Yes, that is on my bucket list. Okay, there you are. I see. All right. All right, let me see. Readjust you guys. There we go. Oh, there we go. Good angle. All right, so now we're going to start stuffing our burgers here. All right, there we got one. Stuffing our burgers here. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. They look delicious or what? Cream cheese filled burgers, aka Juicy Lucy's. I think this is still a Juicy Lucy, right? Isn't a Juicy Lucy considered like a I mean, even though you're using cream cheese or what? Oh, absolutely. Thank you. There we go. I should have put this in the microwave. I really thought it was room temperature, actually. I'm sorry. Okay, that's good. Oh yeah, they look good though. Don't they look delicious though? Now we're gonna put the topper on top. I'm so sorry to hear that. My nephew passed away a week before Thanksgiving, and we had a funeral for him the day after Thanksgiving. So yeah, my sister just gave birth to him, and she was having pregnancy complications all through November, and you know, she lost a lot of blood because the placenta ripped in half. And it was bad. She was hospitalized 4 times, and it was really bad. We all thought we were gonna lose my sister. Hello, DGMJ, how you doing? And so yeah, and we had a funeral for him last Friday. So yeah, it was a really, it's been a tough time. Yeah, you know, my sister lost so much blood, and when I visited her in the hospital the last time she went, You know, she looked so pale because of all the blood she lost. It was difficult, but yeah. I mean, her baby, you know, she gave birth to the baby 4 months early, and yeah, because she was only 5 months pregnant, and but it was okay, you know. He he's in a better place, you know. He lived for a couple hours actually, and he lived long enough for a priest to come down and baptize it. So he's in heaven, and he's in a better place actually. So yeah, and my sister lived. We were mostly upset because, you know, it seemed like my sister was going to lose her life because, you know, she kept losing so much blood, and she lost 2 months of blood actually. So yeah, and it was bad 4 times after her hospitalization. She never had these type of complications. So this is the first time that, you know, during a holiday that we all had to deal with a loss. But, you know, last Friday we had a beautiful funeral service for my nephew who lived one day, and you know, it was nice to see family together, and I think it brought us both together. Absolutely, they do. Absolutely, you're absolutely right, DGMJ. I couldn't agree more. UGMJ, are you Christian? All right, so sorry, I was rambling on there. All right, so doesn't that look beautiful though? So we're making Juicy Lucy's tonight, or cream cheese filled burgers. I think that's pretty much the same concept of a Juicy Lucy. That's great too. I'm Catholic too. I mean, I'm Catholic, so yeah. Sorry, there's just an ongoing thing. You know, I talked about this in quite a few of my past posts. I know, Brandon, you weren't there for a few weeks, so yeah. So yeah, my sister was in the hospital off and on for pregnancy complications, and she lost her baby. But you know, so. Oh really? Was your dad gone? I'm sorry. All right, Flame Warrior. Okay. All right. This isn't a channel where we talk about Bible and Christianity. I mean, Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior, but you know, I'm gonna have to mute you if you keep doing that. All right, I'm gonna have to mute you. Okay. Somebody just kept throwing Bible verses and everything. Okay. I mean, I appreciate, you know, because I'm a Christian also, but, you know, it's just irrelevant to my channel. It's, you know, somebody who's a Christian Bible thumper, you know, continuously throws Bible verses, you know, they're taking over your channel. I mean, you need to do that on your own channel. Oh, no, I mean, UGMJ, you were talking about him like he wasn't around, I thought. I wasn't sure. Oh, I'm so sorry. No, we're talking about something that happened. So anyway, I apologize. All right, give me a moment. I'm going to wash my hands. Don't they look juicy? We're about to throw them on the pan. They won't take too much longer. Probably about 10 more minutes. I promise. I won't try to keep you at that long, Brandon. Sorry about that. We were just I was just rambling about a family tragedy that happened, and you know, my sister almost passing away soon. Cooking Juicy Lucy's, or AKA stuffed cream cheeseburgers. All right, now let me go get that. Oh, here we are. All right, now we're gonna put these on the pan. Here we go. Transfer these to the pan. There we go. Very thick. I love it. Hearty, thick burgers. There we go. All right, I'm gonna have to readjust you guys. Oh, I really appreciate that. So, Silas, do you have a YouTube channel too? My grandmother passed away back in 2021. It was a very difficult time. It was right around Christmas. So yeah, and I grew up with her. She was one of the reasons why I had a great childhood. So yeah, I totally understand. It was a difficult time for me. That was, well, I mean, considering this and, you know, my grandmother passing away back in 2020 or 2021, you know, that was a very difficult time. So yeah, I totally understand. Yeah, my grandmother and I were very, very close. You know, yeah, I grew up with her. So yeah, I'm so sorry, DJMJ. Yeah, it's tough always dealing with a family tragedy like that. I'm so sorry. All right, I'm gonna have to readjust you guys. Let me give me a moment. I'm gonna mute you. There we go. All right, you guys can see that. There we go. Okay, I think that was a very good idea to turn the heat off and turn it back on, especially when you're working with an electric stove. As I just spoke about, you know, an electric stove is very unpredictable, you know, and you know, so a lot of times, even when you put it on low for a little bit, you know, just get some heat going, it gets really, really hot. They're very unpredictable. Oh, do you like cooking? Okay. Oh, okay. Are you a young pup? Are you like in high school or grade school, or are you in college or what? Thank you. I can't see who I'm talking to. I can only see by names and by pictures, you know, so I can base it off that. Yes, yes, Silas, I was talking about you. Nope, just beef burgers. So yeah, that's why I ask. You just graduated. That's awesome. I thought you were in culinary school, GGMJ. Oh, preschool. Oh, okay. My niece is in preschool too. So yeah, that's awesome. Oh wow. Well, I was saying, you said your mom didn't let you have your phone, so I just assumed you were younger. My sister does the same thing to her niece after bedtime, like after 8 o'clock, no more phone. You know, you give a kid a phone these days, they're good for a few hours until you take it away from them. My mom has to take it away, or you know, my sister has to take it away from my niece. Oh, she's good now. We talked about this earlier. She had a lot of pregnancy complications, and she lost her baby, and she gave birth to her baby 4 months early, and she kept losing blood because her placenta ripped in half. So yeah, it was really difficult. She lost her baby. It lived for a few hours, and then it died. We had a funeral for it last week. It was a beautiful service and a beautiful reception afterwards, and that was that. Yeah, as I just said. Sorry, just to catch you up, Adam. Nice to meet you. I haven't seen you before. All right, it looks so good. This pretty low. These are pretty thick burgers. You know, when it comes to burgers, you know, the lower the setting, you know, the better it actually cooks, the more efficient it actually cooks, actually. So don't put it on high. You know, if you're cooking a burger for first time people who are cooking, I learned that the hard way. You know, if you put it on high, you're just going to burn the outside. It's not going to cook on the inside. You want a low, slow cook on that. So it'll cook the outside slow and then it cooks the inside slowly. You won't burn it, basically. So yeah, keep it on pretty low. And these are pretty thick, so we had it on pretty low. So it might take a little bit. Sorry, Brandon. Might take a minute. It's past my bedtime too. But you know, I just unfortunately got into my head because I was losing a little bit of subscribers this week, so I just thought I'd make another video. I have not, but I've heard of it. Is it good? I don't know if I'd watch it. It seems like so from people have told me, basically it's kind of a sort of a kind of a version a 2000s version of ET or something, kind of sort of, but it also has monsters in it. Yes to what? They look really good though. Oh. Sometimes. turn the heat up just a little bit on that. Just a little bit. Oh, it's cooking all right. Yeah, it's all right. I can see it. It's almost halfway. A few more minutes and I'll flip them. Well, I appreciate you watching. I really, really do. Now you're gonna say, "Hey, I found this guy on YouTube, and he cooks really he cooks really mad good." You know, I want to cook you guys dinner tonight. You're gonna cook for your parents one night, because Mr. Philly taught me so much. Excuse my language. DGMJ, did you leave too? Hello, Christian. That's what chefs do. I'm glad I could help. I'm sorry. I don't mean that in a bad way. Vegetarian? Oh, you might not like my channel. I'm sorry. I'm O positive blood. I crave meat, so, you know, I gotta have my meat. And, you know, I'm an aspiring chef, so, yeah, I do eat meat. Alright. Let's see if we can give those a flip here in a moment. There we go. Alright, we're gonna flip those. There we go. Alright, we're gonna give those a flip. Oh, there we go. I think they're smelling really good. Oh, Wagyu steak. Oh, I'd love to cook that. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. Yes, I really do want to cook that sometime. Wagyu steak, but that's so pricey and it's so expensive. But yes, I would love to make a fancy recipe of that. I love Spider-Man. He's my favorite Marvel. Spider-Man and Wolverine are my two favorite Marvel people. That's it. Other than that, I'm not a big Marvel person. Why is this that you can never put this where you want it to? All right. I just can't do that. Never mind. Oh, yeah. Yeah. For sure. Oh, wow. That's an interesting question. How to make a meal for an ex-girlfriend. It would probably be Marry Me Chicken. Yeah, and I actually think I mentioned that on the previous video. Marry Me Chicken, because that's actually the kind of dish that makes people marry you, right? I joked about that on a previous video. Oh yeah, light sear on top. Yeah, yeah, I learned about that in my culinary class. I actually, you know, like cooking steak on the grill. I like cooking a lot of things on the grill. Yeah, mostly because, you know, it's faster and much more efficient. And you know, how much charcoal you put in, you can kind of control, you know, how much heat you can get on it. So I think it's a much more efficient, slow cooking way. And I do love, you know, the grilling flavor taste. Yeah. Like Deadpool. I like the third Deadpool because Wolverine was in it, of course, you know. I did like Deadpool, but yeah, I was never a fan of the comics, but I mean the movies were pretty funny, but yeah, on a regular basis, no, I wouldn't. I'm not technically not in culinary school, but I am taking lessons with I am taking private lessons with the chef right now at this little workshop that I go to. But I am looking into hopefully next year. There's a place that I wanted to go last year, but some things came up. But there's a trade school not very far from me that I wanted to go to. They have a really good culinary program, but I might go there. But there's also an online certification program that I'm actually looking into. So one of those two things, hopefully next year, that we're looking into. So yeah, it's gonna be nice. Absolutely does. All right, if you're gonna do, well, all right, we're cooking on my channel. This isn't about you know, a Bible thumping or, you know, Christian based. I mean, Christian teaching or anything like that. But yes, I love Jesus and He loves you too, though. You know, I have a Deadpool recipe actually. I should show you guys actually. The best cook. Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. Christian Archer. 08. You're new here, aren't you? I haven't seen you here before. I'm trying to get rid of this. It's just blocking the view though, you know? There we go. Sorry. Hopefully someday. Thank you. Cook the best. Oh man, cook the best. You know, and I just made this the other day. Completely new. I hope you subscribe though. I hope you like what you see, and I really appreciate you coming and joining. You know, I think the best thing that I can cook, and I hate to say this because I don't like baking that much. I'm actually more of a sweet, salty, savory type of guy. There's desserts that I do like, but I have to be in the mood for it, you know. Pumpkin cheesecake, and there's a video of that, and I just made it recently again. So yeah, I think that's one of the best things that I can make, and that's one of the recipes I'm very, very proud of. So yeah, go look it up. I have some shorts about it, and I have a video of it. So yeah, it's a really great recipe actually. So yeah, I think that's one of the best things that I can cook that I can think of right now. But I've cooked so many different things, you know. Oh wow. All right. Let's see. Gonna flip those again. Oh, they look so good, don't they? All right, move those out there. There we go. All right, they look good. I don't like baking, but I can do it, yes. And actually, that's what I've been talking about. And you're probably going to see me doing a lot more baking in the next few weeks, actually. And that's what I've been trying to do, and that's what I want to do, actually, just to, you know, coagulate with the holiday season. So yeah, we have a lot of baking things coming, a few baking things coming up. I mean, like, it's not something that I do very often, but I mean, like, I made a cheesecake, and that's one of the recipes that I'm very proud of. So yeah. A great cook can cook almost anything. I made a pumpkin cheesecake. I haven't made a pumpkin pie, and that's one of the things that I might make this week. And it might be pumpkin pie or it might be pecan pie. I like both of them. Those are the two pies that I love the most, actually. Are you making suggestions? I love suggestions. If you want to make a suggestion, then I really appreciate that. I'm really rambling on. I have a really good audience tonight. So, Christian, where are you from? Are you taking off? Okay, nice to see you. Pecan pie, yes. That's what we want to make. And that's probably what I was going to make soon. You were a sniper. That's really good. That's really good. All right, our burgers are here about to come off. Here, give me a few minutes. All right, I'm going to use the restroom really quick and grab another drink. All right, give me a moment, guys. Don't go anywhere. Mr. Philly will be right back. Was I being loud? I'm sorry. Whatever you're willing to share. Either or both. All right. Again, one more time. I'm so sorry. Are you sneaking the phone in your room or something? Sorry, I'll try to be quiet. I'm so sorry. All right, guys. All right, before we take this off, I might add a little bit more salt. Or just pepper, I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. I made sure to season this before I put it in there, but I think I was a little light on the salt. Apologize, sorry. Oh, wow, interesting. There we go. Alright, now we're about to transfer this to our buns. Here we go. Put that one more time. There we go. Yeah, that's one remedy, though. Hat day. Oh, yeah, I remember hat days. You know, I actually remember really well that, you know, wearing a hat in school was, like, so offensive. You can get suspended for that in the place that I went to. I hated that. It was really nice that, you know, when you actually could wear a hat. We had hat day, too, at high school, so, yeah. What do you mean that? What do you mean by that? Oh, how do you donate? Well, you can donate personally if you want to. You know, just look up my PayPal or my Cash App. Cash App is better though. So thank you very much if you're interested in donating. But you know, personally, a lot of people have problems doing it through the app. So I actually prefer if you want to donate, do it, you know, personally. You know, just type in my Cash App information. But I really, really appreciate that. Juicy Lucy's, yes. Cheese-filled burgers. Thank you so much, Mr. Carter, if that's what you're doing. I really, really appreciate that. All right, now we're going to take that and transfer that to our bun, too. All right, the last one. There we go. All right. All right. All right, let me readjust you guys. Not on my page, you know, just personally, like off the app. I mean, a lot of people have tried to do it through the page, but just, you know, look up my Cash App name on, you know, Cash App. That would be the better way to go. That's how other couple of people have done it. But thank you so much. Just do it personally. Look up my Cash App name. That's the best. You know, a lot of people have had trouble with PayPal. All right, let me readjust you guys. All right, here we go. All right. Oh, let me readjust. There we go. Oh, then what's the problem? If you have headphones. Oh, you know, I'll talk about that in a second, but here, let me go get the finishing touches for our burgers. Okay, I'm gonna grab some arugula or lettuce or lechuga. You know, it's because I'm fancy, and some bacon. All right. Oh wait, we got our arugula here that we're gonna top because I'm fancy like that. Fancy pants. Top it with some arugula there. There we go. I hope you guys can see that. All right, now we're gonna top it with some bacon that we made earlier. Oh yeah, I hope they look delicious, don't they? There we go. All right, now we're gonna get some ketchup. The catsup. So it's stuffed with cream cheese, bacon bits, and cheddar cheese. Very common. Cream cheese filled mix. Look at the Juicy Lucy. I'll put some more ketchup on that. Catsup. Alright, some mayonnaise. Whoop. What I meant to do. Sorry guys, I'm looking for some mayonnaise. Here we go. Alright, put some mayonnaise on top of that too. That's awesome. No, but if you want to make that a suggestion, I'm more than happy to accept that challenge. All right, now we're gonna top our burgers here. Oh, don't they look delicious? There we go. All right, now I'm gonna cut one in half here. Whoop, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. Oh yeah, doesn't that look delicious? Mmm. 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 Sorry, let me try that taste test again. It's kind of got all over the place. Now we're gonna pull it up again. All right, taste test. Juicy Lucy burgers, cream cheese stuffed. All right. Mmm. Mmm. Wow. Mmm. 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 That is a hearty, juicy, delicious burger. Oh my gosh. I mean, the cheese filling wasn't overpowering, but it was really filling. And, you know, you got that juiciness and the well-seasoned burger. And, you know, the lettuce or whatever, green on top, you know, really, really gave good balance to it. Oh my gosh. Mmm. 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 That is an amazing burger. I'm really glad I used this recipe. Mmm. Mmm. About an hour with all the talking. Mmm. Oh, and the cream and the cream cheese and the bacon and the cheddar really, really gave it that filling. Oh my gosh. Wow. So you don't have to put cheese on top of that. Wow. Doesn't that look amazing? Oh yeah. That's what it is. I think we're going to save that for tomorrow night. Oh, wow. So, yeah. Oh, man. Let me take another bite of that with you guys. Mmm. 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 So juicy and so hearty. And that's why I love Juicy Lucy's. So, you know, cream cheese, Juicy Lucy's. That's going to be a 5 stars forever. All right. Thanks everybody for watching, and thanks everybody for subscribing, and thanks anybody for the donations. I would really, really appreciate that. All right. Don't forget to like and follow. It's been nice seeing you guys. Oh, wow. You are late. We're almost done. You know, I was about to say goodbye. Hello, Esther. How you doing? Oh, wow. I'm going to have to stick around for a few minutes to say hello. All right, I'm going to give you another look at the burger we made. A Juicy Lucy. You know, a cream cheese stuffed Juicy Lucy. It was delicious. Go back and watch the video. It was great. Took me a second because, you know, I was doing a lot of talking about, you know, family issues and all that fun stuff. That's awesome. Nice to see you. Oh, yeah. And, you know, that bacon, too, you know, just wanted to say. I just want to say, if you want to really, really make this burger hearty and the meat, you know, to, you know, equalize with the cream cheese fill, you know, put some bacon on top of this. And yeah, that's really, really good. Oh, absolutely. Thank you so much. And it's been nice seeing you too. I really appreciate you stopping by. Thanks for the liking and following. I really appreciate that. Esther, you're really, really late. I was surprised I didn't see you earlier, though. I hope so. Are you taking off, too? All right, you have a good night. All right, well, thanks everybody stopping by. Thanks everybody for the likes and subscribes, and thanks everybody for watching. Everybody, have a great night. And this is Mr. Philly signing out. Bye, everybody.